Hello, darlings. Today I want to talk about something deeper. I wasn't going to record today, but I want to catch this energy and feeling and experience while it's still fresh in my mind. Before I start, it's kind of a heavy topic, so I want to light some sage. Just kind of let that sit over here. So, I'm getting married really soon. I'm also in the process of trying to find a job, finish my college degree, eventually move out, all that kind of stuff. And it's really stressful. Anymore, I wake up thinking about what I need to do, like instantly. That was a terrible snap. There we go. Like instantly, that's all I'm thinking about. And when I go to bed, I'm either thinking about all the things I didn't get done today, or I'm thinking about what I need to do tomorrow. Generally, I'm good at handling stress. I'm good at prioritizing and making it as easy as possible, but I'm experiencing every day, and I have been for the past couple of weeks, probably longer than I'm admitting. I wake up and I can't breathe, and it's hard to breathe throughout the day, like literally physically tight in my throat, in my chest. I can't think straight to get things done. It's all just too overwhelming, and then all I want to do is absolutely nothing because it's all too overwhelming. I experience really bad anxiousness, and it's to the point where, if I hear a car drive by outside, I freak out. I think they're coming over. I think they need something. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to talk to anybody, really. I haven't wanted to talk in a while. There's specific people who I'm okay talking with, but just things like that, and it was crippling. For the past couple of days, I've cried, I've felt empty, I've hated myself, I've been in this very dark place where I couldn't get out. It didn't matter what anybody said or did. It didn't matter what ideas I came up with to fix it. So it's so bad that I'm not even excited to get married anymore. I'd be fine without it. I keep saying how, with as much as we've spent and as much as we've put into it, we could have just gone on our honeymoon and gotten married in Alaska somewhere. That would have been easier. Grab a random ordained person and 2 witnesses, and there you go. That would have been so much easier. But I'm not excited. I'm just stressed. I talked to a friend this morning, and she let me know that that's pretty normal. She felt the same way, so that was kind of comforting. But something happened yesterday, which is why we're having this conversation. Yesterday I decided I was done. I decided that I was tired of feeling sad, of feeling crippling depression and anxiety and not being able to function. And I got angry. I felt rage. I felt fire within myself. I felt absolutely done trying to run away from this feeling. And I was just... This whole time, I've been trying to run away from this feeling of I'm not excited, from this feeling of I don't want to. This feeling of the depression and the anxiety and the darkness. I'm not even wearing a necklace today. So instead of trying to run away anymore, I decided to run straight towards it. I really took a hard look at myself yesterday. A hard look at my emotions and my soul and who I am and how I'm feeling. And instead of running away, I ran at it. A couple friends were really concerned that I was going to allow myself to be swallowed into a black hole of, getting so weak that I wouldn't be able to claw my way back out. But this is just... Honestly, I've functioned doing this for a really long time, and I don't know why I didn't think to do it earlier. But I decided I was going to square with my demons. So I turned on some really angry, heavy music. My go-to for that, usually something with a metal feel, some screaming involved. Not even gonna lie, it was Black Veil Brides. Something raw and angry and all of that, so that I could feel something more intensely than the depression and anxiety. I did a sensory reset on myself. I allowed myself to get angry. I allowed myself to do whatever it took to make myself feel in control again, feel anything again. I just wanted to feel. I wanted to have something stab itself into my heart on a level that I could feel. And I ended up being successful. I did a lot of drawing after I got done with some other activities. Don't worry, nothing dangerous. Mostly when I get angry like this, I start throwing things away. Things I don't need. Any trash laying about, of course. But I start purging everything around me. So I did a lot of that. And after I was out of energy for that, I pushed myself to draw a lot. And I actually drew out a couple of my demons, their faces. They don't have names that I know, because I know them by attributes. I know them by what they are. I spent all almost all. There was a little bit in the morning where I was talking to some people, but I spent almost all of yesterday squaring with my demons and accepting that they're a part of me. And it was really exactly what I was looking for. It's exactly what I needed. There was a lot of energy. One thing that I love about anger versus depression is that when I feel depressed, I want to crawl into a hole and not do anything and not touch anything and just weep and shake and shiver, and I feel cold and nothing helps and I can't do anything about it. And anger, on the other hand, comes with energy. When I decide that I've had enough of something, I feel a surge of, adrenaline, energy, whatever you want to call it. And it's amazing, the power that anger gives me. My friend conferred this with me too. She said that she prefers the anger and she loves it when it finds her, because then, she can actually get stuff done. She can make changes, and I completely agree. That's why I love it so much too. When I'm angry. Okay, if you guys, here's the best example I can give, and it seems ridiculous, but if you guys have watched Blade Trinity, when one of the characters dies and one of our main characters is really sad about it, Blade tells her to use it. All he says is use it, and just by the actions within themselves, you can tell that he's saying, use that sadness and that anguish and that complete despair and turn it into energy so that you can do something about what happened. And that's what I do. And I think that I picked that up at a very young age. The first time I remember that ever sticking with me, I think I was like 9 or 10, maybe 11. And that whole sequence, that character goes from defeated, completely and utterly defeated, to angry. Like the purest of rage. And she uses it to train so that she can, battle the vampires so that she can avenge her friend. And that transmutative process has been a part of me for a really long time. And I feel like the reason I didn't do it this time might be because I felt like I had no time. Might be because, I felt it was a waste of time if I did decide to do it, or could be because, the basic blanket coverage of you're supposed to be happy all the time. Happiness should fix everything. Well, it doesn't. Anger exists for a reason. And my reason for anger is to make things happen. And so I dove and I got in touch with my demons and who they are, and that they're a part of me. If you follow me on social media, specifically on my Instagram, I think I shared them to Tumblr too, but if you go on to my Instagram, you can see where I posted and drew them. And I'm not going to share the pictures. Oh no, I might. But I wrote something. And I'd like to read it to you guys. It's pretty long. But I wrote kind of a letter to my demons, about my demons. I acknowledge that my demons exist. They are important. They are facets of who I am. Anger is a part of me. Rage is a part of me. Lust is a part of me. Wrath is a part of me. Death is a part of me. Schadenfreude is a part of me. Greed is a part of me. Destruction is a part of me. Madness is a part of me. Ruthlessness is a part of me. Apathy is a part of me. Controlling is a part of me. Suffering is a part of me. Desire for attention is a part of me. It is okay that these things are a part of me. I embrace all aspects of myself, including these darker faces. Torture is a part of me. Sorrow is a part of me. Overworking is a part of me. Overthinking is a part of me. Fear is a part of me. Struggling to love myself is a part of me. All of these things help make me who I am before you now. Sometimes I struggle with these things. Sometimes they overpower me. Sometimes I give in. Sometimes they're easy to handle. Sometimes I'm fully in control of them. Sometimes I harness their power. Sometimes I can skillfully use them to protect myself. Sometimes I can skillfully use them for my own gains. Sometimes they help me to help others. Sometimes they save me from others. Sometimes they save me from myself. The demons inside me are real. These demons can be my worst enemies. These demons can be my best friends. These demons are me, and I am my demons. If I love myself, then I love my demons too. My demons are not to be banished or shunned. My demons point out my weaknesses. My demons point out my flaws. They give me the opportunity to get strong. They give me the opportunity to improve. My demons are my strength. My demons are who I am. I love, honor, and accept my demons. Sorry. That's where I was at yesterday. That's where I was all day yesterday. It got to the point where I just listened to a single song on repeat for 9 hours. Didn't feel irritated. It was perfect. As the day progressed, I phased from that intense, energy-ridden rage into a calmness that I have not felt in at least months, if not a good year or two now. And I'm still feeling a good amount of that calmness right now. But by last night, before going to bed, I was in a state where I could breathe. I was in a state where I felt comfortable in my own skin again. I felt okay. I don't feel happy or sad or angry anymore. Just pure, absolute calm. You could call it empty because there's no emotion, but I feel full. I feel full of calm, of stillness. The only thing that is eating at the edges is a fear. I'm afraid of losing this calm. But I know that that doesn't help me keep the calm, so if I just focus on staying still in here, if I focus on that, pay attention to it, notice when it's being thrown off and stop what I'm doing, notice when something makes it deeper, then I will be able to nurture it and feed it and help it stay. Something also that happened today, or not today, yesterday, was that I wasn't hungry. It wasn't until late in the evening that I finally ate something. It was like half of a meal. I was so not overcome, that's the wrong word. I was so filled to overflowing with fire and rage that the only thing I could do was remember to drink a glass of water in the morning. And then I didn't eat or drink anything for the 9 hours following that. I think it was maybe 10 o'clock at night when I finally ate something. And the feelings had started at about 8 a.m. So, and I felt good. I didn't feel hungry. I didn't feel like I was cheating myself or starving or, my mouth was a little dry, but that's kind of normal for me just with medications and stuff. But just basking in that intensity, feeling that raw emotion, allowing myself to be with my demons is the most empowering thing I think I've done in a while. I think that it's very important for people to do this, and for people to allow themselves to be part darkness. A lot of people are like, no, don't let them exist, don't let your demons exist, kill them, get rid of them, all of that jazz. But I think that's the wrong direction, the wrong approach to be taking to them. Think about it. Everything exists for a reason. Fuck, mosquitoes exist for a reason, and I hate them with the fiery passion of 1,000 burning suns. But they feed the bats. So they have to exist. Everything exists for a reason. Destruction and creation. Dark and light. You cannot have one without the other. And so by honoring the darkness within myself, I allowed myself to be in balance. And I think a lot of the problem that people have, possibly, is that they don't allow themselves to do this. When you scroll through social media, you see all the happy things, which, don't get me wrong, are quite beautiful and wonderful. And it's good to have happiness, but the second thing you see is all the sorrow. all the sadness, all the defeat. That happens. And there's no stopping that. But we don't let out our anger. We don't let out our rage, our darkness, our desire for the things that have been deemed bad. And I think that many people are out of balance because of this. My experience yesterday was amazing. And I think that I need to do this more often when I'm feeling defeated or depressed and anxious. Yesterday, my demons became my strength. And because I allowed them to come forward, I have reached an equilibrium within myself. Something so calm, so beautiful, that I'm even trying not to mess it up. I'm still not excited about my wedding. Doing that yesterday didn't change the things around me, it changed me. When trying to change the things around me wasn't working. And so I think that I will actually be able to handle things now. Maybe. I'll still need help. I might even have to do this a couple more times. It is what it is. I don't think that I can afford to do it for an entire day now, but if I need to make time for that, I will. And hopefully by sharing this video with you guys, one thing is I won't forget to do this again. I'll be able to remind myself, hey, future you, I'm speaking to you right now, future you, future me, do this thing. It really helps. Don't let anybody tell you that it's fucking weird. Just do it. And then I hope that you, the viewers, can find a similar strength in allowing your full self to exist. It's refreshing and beautiful and perfect. I'm so glad that I allowed myself to be yesterday, to be everything that I was feeling. My last sentiment before I went to bed was actually that I hope I'm okay sleeping. Calmness, please don't leave me. Calmness, stay with me all through the night and into the next day. I'm going to I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay in this beautiful floating feeling as I try to accomplish some things today. And I hope that it does stay with me. Like, I didn't even get dressed up or do my makeup for this video because it felt like it was gonna throw it off. So I was like, nope, can't do it. But I think it's perfect because I'm sharing a very raw experience. and you get raw this. I think it made perfect sense. I think now I'll go about my morning. Almost afternoon, never mind. I'll just go through my day. I hope that this can be helpful to you. Thank you for being here with me.